Today on Hear Them Out with Hannah Mears, I am joined by Vincenzo Joseph and Nick Lee of Penn State Wrestling, but more commonly known recently because of an interview at Big Ten's that they are known for drinking coffee. So we're having coffee this morning, Coffee Cenzo and Coffee Nick. How are you guys?
I'm doing just great. I just want to highlight how important it is to me to be known as a big coffee guy.
As a big coffee guy? That's like the one thing in your brand you want to be known as?
There's a lot of things. A lot of things about both of us, but that's just one of them.
Yeah, that's definitely a characteristic to be highlighted.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a Dunkin' over Starbucks, though? Because you're both drinking Dunkin'.
Yeah, but that's like, Dunkin's fine and all. It's not like your top tier stuff, but we can get into that later. But there's a lot of different levels, of coffee.
No, enlighten me. What are the levels to coffee? What are you guys drinking on a daily basis?
So like, if you really want to sub, right?
Right.
You really want to sub, like, Subway's not the best place in the world, but like it's there, it's available. Like
It's
you can
done.
always get Subway. It's not a 10 out of 10, but like it'll get the job done. That's like Starbucks.
Okay.
Right? Similar. It's just kind of like a fast food type place, and then like right above that Subway line, you got Jersey Mike's.
Okay. I agree.
Which is pretty much just like Dunkin'.
A lot of people.
Okay.
So it's
You're gonna be more satisfied at Jersey Mike's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole meal.
Yeah.
They're more consistent.
Yeah.
More consistent. You know what you're gonna get.
Right.
And but then like there's this way, it goes into way more depth than that. You got all your other little like your little hipster coffee shops. We make our coffee most of the time. We do brew it, but we were feeling just get some Dunkin' today, so that's kind of what happened.
I would say with the hipster coffee shops and all that, I don't know if there's necessarily a tiered relationship. I think sometimes it's just different.
Mm-hmm.
It's just hit or miss sometimes, I think.
Yeah.
No, I completely agree. If you're gonna get coffee and you want a good cup of coffee, you gotta go where you can trust. So Dunkin' is viable.
Also, like, you definitely don't want to drink it through a straw.
Okay, relax. I know you guys think that's weird, but I think it's totally practical.
I think it's weird. I know it's weird.
It's not weird.
I've only known one guy that's drank coffee through a straw, and he got coffee at Pain, which is just disastrous.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not the place to go at State College, apparently. But okay, have you ever tried straw coffee, or are you just like knocking it because it's not the norm?
I'm just saying.
I mean, I've had iced coffee through a straw. That's not weird, but.
Okay, so then what's the difference of having hot coffee through a straw?
One's hot, one's cold.
Just gonna burn the back of your mouth because you can't gauge how hot it is.
It's not. You have to wait till it like hits that perfect temperature.
Dude,
like
for coffee is like
this kind of hurts a little bit.
Yeah, that's where you want your coffee whenever you start. Whenever you pour your coffee, you want it to be too hot to start drinking immediately.
Okay, well, I am admitting a lot of sins in your coffee book then, because I also put creamer in my coffee this morning and I put a straw in it and my teeth are going to be white.
How long is this going to take?
Okay, well, I mean, I'm satisfied with my morning coffee, so.
As long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Speaking of being happy, I know it's been hard for a lot of people to be happy during quarantine, but you guys look like you've been quarantined together. So what's that experience been like, having to just essentially be with each other every single day?
We're just hoping that neither of us brings corona into each other's houses.
Right. Smart.
I mean,
are you on each other's nerves yet?
I mean, no, like we don't live together, so like it's not bad.
Yeah, I only get upset whenever I'm like coming over to hang out and Cenzo's like sleeping on the couch and I want to sit on the couch.
So you want to sit in that exact spot? You can't move to the other couch?
I have a spot. It's right here. This is my spot.
Yeah, so actually we should probably switch right now.
Yes.
Yeah, like we're in each other's seats, like now that I think about it. So this seat right here, this actually like there's like an indent right here.
Yeah.
Like from
that's from you.
From me, yeah. Like this is the best seat in State College right here.
So when you guys are hanging out, even though you have an entire living room, you have to sit right next to each other because those are your spots, like no matter what.
Well, my other roommate sits on the couch on the other side of the room.
He sits in the middle of that couch. Yeah.
And then Miller usually sits like behind us.
Miller, yeah,
Miller will like find his like way right back.
Okay, and Miller is your dog, right?
Yeah, my roommate's dog.
Okay, we love that. So he sits behind you.
He's
Well, Nick, does he like kick you off the couch though? Because like maybe that's his spot, not yours necessarily. Yep. Or do you only have like a quarter of the couch?
This is Miller's spot. Notice I'm only sitting on like the edge of the couch here, like sitting back here.
Okay.
I just kind of like lean back and like snuggle him like this.
Give him some pets.
Give him some
like him a little bit.
Yeah,
whatever.
He's
a good boy. He's a good boy. I love that. So, though you guys are having a good time being stuck together, I'm curious to learn more about this Penn State wrestling team. Getting on the inside here, get the inside scoop. So we're gonna go with the old like you're stuck on an island question, just to get to know who you would be like who you would absolutely hate to be quarantined with. So if you're stuck on an island and you have to have someone, okay, and someone has to be president, someone has to be there to build things, someone has to be there to be able to figure a way off the island, and then someone for just pure entertainment. Okay, I can remind you those things as we go, but I need to know.
I pick the same person for all of those.
Sure, I guess if that's what you think.
Probably Dom, right?
Yeah, I would pick Dom, 100%.
Okay.
Dom
Gianangeli?
Yeah.
Okay, why? We need to explain. So why would he make a good president?
Building things, especially building things.
When it comes to building things and getting off the island, you would definitely need Dom. I would have Coach Cody as president, though.
Coach Cody would be president. He would but like we start at the island if Coach Cody's president, but like he would take over the world probably.
Yeah, like,
if he's in charge of anything.
That's scary.
If he so desired to, I don't think he would want to do that.
I think he would just be cool with hanging out on the island, but if he wanted to.
Why does he make the good president? Like, why is he the coach?
He's a very smart guy and just like has a general knowledge of everything.
Understatement.
Yeah.
So he's one of those people you ask like those weird things to, and he just like knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I try to think of like the weirdest off the wall question to ask him, and I'll ask him, and he knows the answer.
Like
okay, wait. So does he know? I have a question though. Does he know Penn State facts? Because I know you guys have this like thing I've heard through the grapevine that you know some like random things about Penn State that the average student there might not know. So does he know them too?
I'm sure he would.
Probably. We just love Penn State.
I'm sure he would.
He probably.
Yeah, he just. I don't know. We'll have like conversations here, like at the house, right? And like a weird question will come up, and no one will know like why it is the way it is. So then we'll wait till we have practice next, and then we'll ask Coach Cody, and he typically knows.
That's awesome. I mean, I'm glad you guys have that person to go to. So I think we've established that he's definitely the president. You guys definitely admire him, and he's going to know a lot of the weird stuff on the island. Okay, so someone to build things. You said Dom. Why Dom?
Dom's a biomedical mechanical engineer, double major, 3.9. Like he's an extremely smart guy. He builds stuff in our house.
What does he build in your house? What's the best thing he's built for you guys?
He has a little wood shop downstairs that he just kind of like, he makes things like, I think he was making something for his mom, like for Christmas. But like he built this like rack in our kitchen that we hang all of our pots and pans on and stuff. And like among other things. I guess it's pretty nice. It just hangs on our wall, so it takes up like less space.
I like that. Crafty guy. And he's thinking of his mom. That's nice.
Mm-hmm. He's like just a good son.
Just a good, he's just all around. He seems to be the all around like total package.
He's gonna be a great father, like
great guy. Building things.
And he's smart enough to get you off the island, right?
Yeah, he could definitely help us get off the island.
Whenever he's done though, we might want to stay on the island.
I feel like if
That's a good point.
That is true, but like I feel like if we had to put someone in charge of getting us off the island, I think I would do a great job for that. Like,
why is that? Do you think? I feel like you'd be the kind of person who'd be like so fed up with everybody that you'd be ready to get off, so you'd like ironically find a way.
No, I would just bring everybody together as a unit.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Off the island.
You're the glue that's like holding everybody together.
So like we could all lie on our back, like we could all lie on our back, like face up, and make like a person raft and like link our arms together, and then
just float away.
And then just like float out into.
Hopefully, no like hypothermia and things like that along the way.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll make a bunch of those guns. What are those called? We'll make them from things we found on the island.
Water guns?
Water, not what those.
Water guns, what?
There's two, but the flare.
Flare guns. Okay.
Dom would be in trouble.
And water guns.
Yeah.
Okay, but one question you didn't answer about Dom. So Dom and Cody, basically like the two people you could put on an island, are definitely gonna make like their own little world over there. But for pure entertainment, who on your team are you bringing?
Pure entertainment.
There's a few guys. Carter Starachi would just be extremely fun to just observe.
Okay, why?
Because he gets very into things and gets very emotional, and it's just really funny to me. He's really easy to get hyped up.
Which is a good
Carter
trait.
could be rubbing two sticks together trying to make a fire, and I'll just be like, "Let's go, Carter!" Then he'll just go really hard and start screaming. That's just that's funny to me.
Okay, there you go. Everybody has their own forms of entertainment and things that are funny. Nick, do you agree? Is that the person you're bringing for entertainment?
One, we have a lot.
That's one guy
We have
for
a lot.
entertainment, absolutely.
Okay, so Carter can't come for some reason. He's not there. One other person.
LG.
LG's very entertaining.
Yeah.
Carter.
If we ever needed just confidence about getting off the island, LG would bring that confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Very
He's a confident guy, right?
Well, and he is a dog.
Miller.
So it's a package deal. Like if Luke comes, Miller has to be there.
Oh, then
Luke's coming.
Okay, I like that.
I feel like we could supplement any of those positions as well.
We could. We could also be filled in for any of those.
Yeah, you guys bring a lot to the table, so it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, so during this quarantine though, or being stuck on the island, whatever it may be, you're gonna have to find ways to entertain yourself. So what have you guys been doing during this to sort of keep your mind off everything, and what have you learned about yourself?
Sometimes I just kind of stare off into space. I have a very powerful imagination. I realized that about myself just from
What? Staring at a wall? What are you thinking about?
anything I want.
That's the beautiful part about quarantine.
Yeah.
You can think about anything.
Okay. Have you picked up any have you tried to do anything weird where you picked up a hobby or anything?
Yeah, I just finished the Tiger King, so that was pretty weird.
Okay, the most absurd show I've ever seen.
I haven't watched it yet.
You haven't watched it yet?
That everyone hates Carol Baskin. That's all.
Yeah, no, Carol Baskin's the woke. She's
Okay, did she kill her husband?
1,000%. Yeah, no doubt.
I can't decide. I feel like I should watch the show because I can give a really in-depth analysis like I like to do.
You don't really have to pay attention to it too to know what's going on. Even if you watch one episode, you get the gist of what's happening, but it's just so absurd that you have to watch it in your lifetime because it's just out there.
I will say, fun fact about me, my favorite animal is a tiger.
Really?
They have ligers in the show too.
Oh, really?
They do, yeah. I think one of the things that really surprised me about the show is that I found out that tigers aren't as expensive as I thought they were.
Yeah, it was $2,000
That's
for a
huge
regular
to me.
tiger.
That's affordable.
Tiger.
Yeah, oh.
That would be sweet.
Yo, but
What?
Miller would probably take out the tiger.
Yeah, Miller's pretty ferocious. So
I didn't know they're that cheap. I might.
We can look at it.
Well, see, now you have to watch the show to be yeah, and honestly, you could probably take better care of those tigers than what they were.
Absolutely.
In the show. So
I don't know about that.
I think so. I think you could provide a better place, an environment.
I'd be like a tiger prince at best, but definitely not.
I could definitely provide more love than any.
No, you wouldn't. Not
Then-
more
then-
than Joe Exotic.
Really?
No shot.
Dude, I don't know.
Not more than what?
He wouldn't be able to provide more love to his tigers than Joe Exotic did. No way.
Yeah, no. Joe was pretty. Joe loved his tigers for the most part, but he also did some sketchy stuff though. So as long as he's not doing anything sketchy.
That's true. I'm probably the least sketchy person anyone's ever met.
Yeah, an absolute open book, right?
Yeah, I'm an open book.
Okay,
Alright.
I need to know too. So you're an open book. One thing I know about you is that you love John Party, you love country music, and Cenzo's music taste is slightly different for the most part, based off of just solely run out songs. So who has the better taste in music, and who gets the aux cord if you're sitting there and you want to put on music?
It's not even a question. It's me.
It's you?
All day, every day. Maybe because my speaker's kind of broken and really only hooks up to my phone.
Oh, okay. So by default.
By default.
I have a taste in music, but like his taste in music, I'm not even gonna lie, is better than
It's just
mine.
a very, very wide range.
It's a good range.
You know, we just hit all the basics and then we get into the weird stuff and just covers pretty much everything.
What's the song you're playing to like get the party going?
Rain Check.
Okay. Nick, how about you?
Let me.
He doesn't even know. This is why Cenzo has the aux.
I mean, I feel like it could vary.
Yeah, I mean,
it
depends on the setting, the mood,
Right.
Like,
it's got to be right. The right people. Got to know the song.
Am I trying to please myself or am I trying to please everyone else? Because like that's also like a huge.
Originally, you have to please everybody else so that people like stay at the party.
But I also.
And then you can like add your own flavor because then people are like already hooked.
All right. Well, then I'll just play some like.
Look, if people stay at the party, it's not for the music. It's for the boys.
It's for the company. Yeah.
It's for the boys. I mean, I could agree with that. For sure. So something else that I know definitely about Cenzo, I don't know about Nick, but one of you started playing the guitar.
Yeah, I've dabbled here and there. It's pretty similar to me. Like whenever I just kind of stare at the wall or stare off into space, I just kind of look at it.
So you just like look at it or like strum the guitar, like.
Yeah, I try to like imprint all the notes like in my brain so that by the time I pick it up, I'm ready to go and I know.
So you're just like a prodigy basically in the making. You don't even know it yet.
Yeah, I'm developing my skills. If you saw Friends, whenever Phoebe tries to teach Joey how to play guitar, she doesn't let him pick up the guitar at first.
Right.
He's the best guitarist I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Huh. Do you have your guitar? Do you want to be put on the spot and play something, or is it one of those things you have to perfect?
It's definitely a craft I'd like to perfect before
you put it out to the world.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's something that like at one point we can probably expect to see from you.
In the near future, we can get to that. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Is anybody on your team like already super musically talented that you're jealous of?
That I'm jealous of.
I feel like we probably have a few really good singers that are just afraid to come out of their shells.
Shakur.
Like
Shakur's a good singer.
Shakur's.
Huh.
Yeah. We had guys that were really like musically talented like a few years ago. I'm trying to think of anyone right now.
I feel like Dom can play the piano perfectly. And he just hasn't.
Dom is the total package, man. This kid's doing it all.
I think Dom's never played an instrument.
I feel like he's built an instrument. A new instrument.
Tristan Law was a good guitar player.
Yes, Tristan Law. People need to follow him on social media because he posts some good stuff.
Yeah, quality content. Caleb Livingston was really good too.
Oh gosh, we're really throwing it back here.
Yeah, I'm really old. That's just pretty much like what I'm saying. Right
Who
now.
probably has a really good.
Other than me,
I sing in the shower sometimes.
So do I.
For me.
Marco Vespa got some pipes. He's actually not on the team though, but like, he's close enough. He's one of the boys. So.
He is one of the boys.
Yeah. Penn State's all for the boys, apparently.
Yeah, we are.
So shattered.
So something else during quarantine that I've at least noticed is I've started noticing like weird things that people do or just like habits that people have. And I like don't know why it's a thing, but I feel like once you're locked in a house for so long, just like weird qualities about people come out. What's the weirdest thing that you've seen someone on your team do over your time being at Penn State?
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, I'm sure you could talk about this forever.
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, one thing that I've noticed is that this is more of a pet peeve of mine than anything, but anytime I bring any hygiene products such as deodorant or like moisturizer into the locker room, it's gone within 24 hours.
That's not like a quarantine thing though. That's just like, that's what happens. Everyone
right. No, that's fine. I just want to know like the weird things that go on behind the scenes. So people steal things in the locker room.
I would say it's more like
everyone considers it like a communal like item.
Okay, so when you bring it, somebody's just like, "Oh, that's mine now. Like I can use that."
Look, I don't mind. Like, I want people on my team to like not smell bad. So if you're gonna steal my deodorant, cool.
Okay. What kind of deodorant do you buy? Like, is it a hot commodity? Like, are you buying the high end stuff or something?
Because nobody brings anything in.
No, yeah.
It's definitely a guy thing.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like any like
weird.
Yeah,
things.
like I don't know. Like
I mean,
most of the weird things probably come from me. That's probably why I don't notice them.
What's weird about you? What I mean, like I get it. Like most people know you as like an odd, like you are weird, but like I know you, and like I know that you're weird.
Very nice of you.
You're welcome. Like you're weird, but like in the best possible way.
it's like a good weird.
All right. I mean, I'm not.
I drink coffee out of a straw, so we've already established that like I'm weird.
That is a weird thing. Can we think about this? I want to think about weird things.
Yeah. Think of a person and think of a weird thing. So like Dom seems to be like this all around like amazing guy, but like what's something weird that he does?
I definitely have a few of these here.
He makes a lot of dad jokes.
A lot of dad jokes?
So do we all though. Yeah.
So, weird traits of our team are like traits shared by the entire team. Like it's like you'll come in as a freshman and you'd be like, these dudes are so freaking weird, and then like within 6 months you're acting just like everyone else. So is that accurate?
Yeah, no, and it's like, and it's not like you like are doing that to like try to fit in. It's just like.
Right. Oh, is Miller gonna join the interview? I would
He
hope
was
so.
about to, but he got shy.
Yeah.
Okay, so Penn State wrestling is just weird all around, like the culture.
No, we're just. I mean, like we're cool. We're just like. Like I don't know. Like we're just kind of goofy. It's just.
Okay, it's fine. So something that I know from talking to Ohio State wrestlers is what they found weird or annoying or whatever is that you guys played the same song during their practice.
Yeah,
is that something that your team does all the time?
That's just during
well,
our practice.
so it's think of it this way, right? Like you can block that out. You can block out anything. So if you're in like a crowd arena, you can block out anything. You can listen to the epic sax guy playing the same saxophone notes over and over again every 6 seconds for an hour and a half. Like you can block out whatever. And it just gets everyone else extremely on edge whenever they come here, and we find it really funny.
It's
I
funny.
love it.
Yeah, like
Wait, no, like it makes sense. But like, is that the one song like since freshman year that's like that's the thing that's happened?
There's a rotation.
Yeah.
There's a heavy rotation.
Okay.
We like we'll just keep on, or like there's just like actual like websites where you can go on that just like be like repeat sites. So like you just like play a YouTube video and it just keeps repeating it.
And sometimes it's not one song; it's just like one part of the song. Like he said, this is the saxophone guy.
Yeah. So like,
and it's not for people that come visit. That's for us.
It's for us. But like if you're here training or like here like for a match or whatever, and like you're getting frustrated about it, maybe you just need to get a little tougher.
Yeah, they're not built. It's fine.
You get used to it. Like I didn't like it at first, but you get used to it.
Huh.
I was crazy first time.
I don't think you ever like it. I think you just get used to it.
Yeah, I would say that I like it.
Yeah, the success speaks for itself. Like, look at the facts. But that's just like one thing I think Cael Sanderson has implemented. But something about him recently is that he's been very vocal on Twitter, and I think it surprised a lot of people because he's usually like the quiet one to the public eye. So what is something about Cael that you guys may not have been really surprised at about that, or what's something about him in general that to public knowledge people don't know about him?
Well, I mean, like, yeah, he doesn't like social media, so like he's not going to go use social media unless he like absolutely needs to. And I think that for this reason, he felt that he absolutely needed to. Mm-hmm. And I just think that he felt that not just us, like not just wrestlers, but like just winter sport athletes in general, were just kind of robbed because the NCAA tournament's the pinnacle of your season, no matter what sport it is, and that's where we strive to peak for. And we just kind of didn't get that opportunity. Mm-hmm. He just feels strongly that we should be able to at least get the opportunity to use another year if we want to.
Right.
Not saying that like everyone's going to come back or anything like that, but just like give us the option to.
Yeah, I agree. And I think it's like when Cael Sanderson speaks, like everybody listens, especially because he doesn't say much. So saying less is more, I think.
Yeah, like not if you're not very vocal, especially in like his position, then whenever you do talk, you have a little more credibility maybe. But. Yeah,
absolutely. So I mean, we know he's very credible about wrestling. I mean, everybody really respects him. But what's he like as a human? Like, humanize Cael Sanderson in the wrestling room and as a person. as an individual? What is he like?
Not evil, contrary to what many people on the other side of the he's actually probably the best human ever. Interacting with him is interesting.
So obviously he's a great guy. I'm sure anyone can see that, but he's really good at let's see, like, what's the word I'm looking for here? He's really good at like using examples for things, like before like practice and stuff. He'll give us like a little speech.
Metaphors.
Yeah, like he speaks like metaphorically a lot and stuff like that, like kind of like biblical almost.
Okay.
And,
he's
just good at. He's just a really good motivator, and like the things he says, it just like makes everything make sense, and it's just like never really super over the top.
Yeah, he speaks very simple truths, and you would think that he would like run out of new like stories and stuff to tell before practice. Every day, new thing. Like, it's incredible.
So Cenzo, you've been there for like 5 years now, and he's never really like repeated something for the most part.
He'll repeat things, but like he'll repeat things that are only like he'll repeat things that stick. So like if he like if it's a story that like he wants to repeat, like most of us know it because we remembered it from the time before he said it, like the year, 2 years before that.
Now I don't know like how long or in depth these are, but like what's your favorite Cael Sanderson story like summarized? Like that he's told you that you remember.
Ooh, I like the story of the scorpion and the frog.
Are we gonna tell it, or should we keep that within the house?
We're gonna keep it in house, but you could find stuff.
Give me like a summary of it. Like, what was the end outcome? Like, what did he want you to take away from it?
Scorpions sting.
Scorpions kill because that's what they do.
Scorpions kill. Okay.
They sting because that's what they do.
They sting things.
I
really like the story about the oranges.
Oh, so I'm gonna go back to the scorpion and the frog.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure whenever Bo Nickal won nationals a couple years ago when he pinned Miles in the finals and he yelled, "That's what we do." After that's from that.
That's from
yes. No way. Okay, so now it makes sense.
That's not a Bo Nickal original. No.
Wow. Oh my. Okay, so the secret is out. It's not a Bo Nickal original.
And it was extremely hype. Like, it was awesome.
It was very hype, yeah.
But like that's something that we've been saying that for years. It's just like.
Actually, somebody posted that on Twitter the other day that it marked like whatever amount of time since he said that. So now we know. I think that's appropriate that it wasn't originally Bo Nickal, but he made it famous around the world.
It's his now. Like, he owns that for sure.
Okay, so that's okay. Like that's his now. He can his claim to fame. Something else I saw, speaking of like Twitter, was that there was a thing that Barstool tweeted out recently, and it was like, name your favorite Penn State athlete that you'd want to be quarantined with. And I'm sorry, but like as I was scrolling, like the only wrestlers that were mentioned were like David Taylor and Bo Nickal, and you guys weren't on the list. Like, what would you tell people? Like, why do you think they should want to be quarantined with you instead? Or do you agree that Bo and David Taylor are better picks?
I mean, guess it depends on the person.
They're taller than us. So
they are taller than us.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah. That would definitely be a big factor for me, like quarantine small people.
In there, but like only from people I know though, like no like random people.
I
want to hang out with this guy. Like,
I got a single mention, and the reason was so I could help someone with their HPA homework. So
are you smart? Is that why people are like trying to use you now for your brain too?
I would never use you for your brain.
I appreciate that. I don't like to be used.
I put Matt McCutcheon for mine.
Yeah? Why Matt?
He gives really good hugs. So like.
I like that. He's also like is working on being a chiropractor. So I feel like one thing that I wish I could go to like recently is the chiropractor. So I feel like that would be a reason to be quarantined with Matt McCutcheon.
Yeah, and he's just a great guy.
I think I might pick, honestly, one of my people though, I might pick Sandy Joseph because I need a haircut.
She was never a Penn State athlete.
Oh, that's true.
No, but just a person in general.
Quarantine with? Oh yeah, she would be terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree completely. So, but what's one thing that you guys feel like you bring to the table that not most people do that you want the world to know about Nittany and Vincenzo Joseph?
I would say, I'm gonna speak for both of us, but we're just like, not just us, but like people from like Penn State program, we're just pretty positive people, just like positive attitude, like not really the type of people to really complain about stuff.
Unless
like
there's
that.
creamer in my coffee.
Unless
there's creamer in the coffee.
unless someone messes up my coffee order or they give me like room temperature coffee, then we got a problem. But like, I feel me and Nick are just guys that like to just bring positive attitudes for whatever we're doing.
Kind of go with the flow.
Mm-hmm.
Flow.
Okay. I like that. I'll be sure to bring you guys some room temperature coffee with a straw, just to throw everything off when the quarantine's over.
That'd be cool. I'll be appreciative of the coffee.
I would be appreciative of the coffee. I probably wouldn't drink it, but like I wouldn't tell you that I wasn't drinking it.
Or it would be one of those like dump it out and no one's looking kind of things.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna go enjoy this in the bathroom real quick.
Prefer morning coffee from the bathroom.
That was so good. I drank it all already.
Well, I'm glad you guys are keeping like a positive mindset, but how have you been doing physically to sort of like keep in shape during the quarantine? What's been going on in Nittany and Vincenzo Joseph's life?
In the best shape of my life.
I run 5 miles every day.
Really?
I mean, we run Mount Nittany a few times a week.
Okay. Rain or shine? Like all the time. It's just like a thing.
We have some like gym stuff in my basement that we use. We have like a bike and like a heavy bag and then some like dumbbells and stuff. So like we get it going with that too if it is like raining. But like if it's nice out, like we'll probably just go around the mountain. Like it's just
Might as well. I mean, it's easy. So like
it's not that bad. Like the first few times it kind of sucks, but like you get used to it, just kind of like anything else.
Yeah, and if it starts to not suck, we just run faster.
Yeah, and then like we'll do it a couple times too.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, I mean, because it's like so easy the first time, so it's like, oh, might as well just go back down and do it again.
I mean, yeah, like after you get to a certain point, like definitely like your first time running it, you're not gonna want to run it twice.
Basically, you want to run until you don't feel safe, like driving your car back, and then that's about when you stop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'm impressed with you guys. So you said you have a heavy bag in the basement, though. Who's been boxing and who's better? Cenzo's been boxing?
And he's better.
He's better than you?
That doesn't mean I'm good, but it just means I'm better.
Who's been teaching you how to box? Are you teaching yourself?
I have a few different teachers, but I teach myself a little bit.
My teacher.
He dabbles.
Well, Bruce Lee. You can find some videos of him on the internet.
That's his uncle, actually.
I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Bruce Lee, but he has some videos out there that you can look at and pick up.
I mean, and him and Nick actually have very similar like body types and just like athletic builds and styles. So like, if you watch them, like definitely some Nick Lee resemblance comes out in there because I mean they are related.
I would say he's vastly more talented than I am, but
he might be a little faster.
Other than that, maybe a little faster. Yeah, I'm working on my speed though.
But I mean, I wish that was my uncle, so it's fine. Everything's fine. It makes sense. It really does. But Cenzo, who is your favorite instructor so far beside that maybe you've got to box with?
So I mean, me and Bo like mess around every once in a while. Like he definitely knows what he's doing more than I do.
Okay.
He's not like a pure boxer by any means, but like he like has like a general like grasp of it because he's been doing it. The gym I would go to back home, the guy that owns that, his name is Dave Wright, and he does kickboxing and jiu-jitsu and like Muay Thai. So whenever I go home, he works with me as much as he can because he's just an awesome guy. So
Bo would probably beat me in a boxing match if that helps you out, like gives you any indication.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So like Bo's really good is what you're saying.
Better than me.
I mean, he would probably beat like Anthony Joshua in a boxing match, I would assume, right?
Yeah, we have a guy on our team actually named Connor.
Yeah, so Connor Craig's on our team. He's probably the best fighter I know. Like if you threw him in the UFC right now, like I think he would be contending for the title at welterweight just because he's just such he
would definitely take out some of the top guys.
Huh. Okay. I'll have to ask about that sometime. We'll have to see that.
If you're still thinking about comparing Nick and myself, we were doing a circuit in the basement.
Okay.
Part of the circuit is heavy bag, right?
Okay.
So and like it just like it hurts. Like, you know, part of the circuit, like you do it for a while, like by the end of it, you're really tired, you know, just keeping your hands up like this for like, you know, that like long while you're like throwing strikes and stuff like that.
A regular person
gets tired.
We don't get
tired. But I look over, and instead of punching the bag, Nick Lee is shooting double legs on it, and I was like, that's not part of the workout.
But like he's practicing. Like, is it a bad thing to do?
Well, stance and motion was part of the circuit as well, so he just that round decided to do 2 stance and motions instead of heavy bag. And afterwards, I asked him, I was like, hey, if Coach Casey put that circuit together and made it heavy bag, would you be shooting double legs on it? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, no, you wouldn't. And he was like, probably not, no. So
you don't like that he was switching up the routine that you made?
Yeah, it was just a little disrespectful to me.
It was a little disrespectful. But like, also, I'm not very good at punching things. Well,
get better
at the heavy bag anyway.
Get better. There's lots of time to get better, so get better.
Yeah, we have plenty of time to get better.
We do have lots of actually.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Right. All right. I'm here for it. I agree. So one last thing that I want to talk to you guys about. I mentioned earlier that like the random facts of Penn State. I've like seen Instagram captions. I've heard through the grapevine like random facts about Penn State. I feel like come from you guys a lot. So what do you think that everybody should know? Like one fact about Penn State. What should everybody know?
One fact about Penn State. There's like a lot of facts.
I mean, like, I don't know. Like, this is more so your domain than mine. Like, it's
mine.
Yeah.
Shit. I don't know about facts, but people should look into.
You gotta know when Founders Day is. You gotta know when Penn State was founded.
You have to know the height of Mount Nittany in centimeters.
Okay. All right.
Like, here's the thing, though. Like, we're not gonna spill the beans about this. So, like,
right? No, like I respect that because people need to go and like educate themselves.
Yeah.
Like you guys clearly took the time out of your day to do that, so it's important.
I'm not gonna do it for you.
Right.
Come here, bud. Come to the interview. Come here.
Oh, he is slobber all over.
Miller in.
Yeah, people should also like look up like Thon. Like that's a really cool thing about Penn State.
Just like know what it is.
Yeah,
you know, like
know what it is, know what it does.
Become more aware because it's a huge deal.
Yeah, I mean it's on your sweatshirt, so.
Exactly. Yeah.
That makes sense. Big Thon guy, big Greek life guy. It looks like.
I'm like I said, like I found this in my basement. I don't know whose this is. It's mine now, but like right. whoever the previous owner was, like thank you.
Yeah, shout out to them. It looks good. It's a nice hoodie. So.
I think it might be a woman's. I can't tell. Like
I like mine better, but yours is good too. It's fine. All right. Well, that has been Hear Them Out with Hannah Mears featuring Vincenzo Joseph and Nick Lee. Guys, thank you so much. Is there any final notes that you'd like to add about yourselves at the end of this for everyone?
You know, life is a bicycle.
Life is a bicycle. The picture above you is a bicycle. Okay.
Life is a bicycle. That's about all I got.
Yeah. I was gonna try to think of something cool to say, but I don't really have anything.
It's fine.
We need to get like, do you have a sign-off phrase? Like, do you?
Do I have a sign-off phrase? I don't have like a catchphrase yet or anything. No.
Like PFT says, "Love you guys" at the end of every episode of Pardon My Take. So.
Yeah. So you want me to like tell you that I love you guys? Is that what you want?
No, like Earth.
No, or like just anything like.
Just like life is a bicycle.
You could say that. Life is a bicycle. Ride it.
Life is a bicycle. Ride it.
Life is a bicycle. Ride it.
Mic drop. All right. Thank you guys so much for being on today. I hope everybody appreciates the Penn Staters that are Vincenzo Joseph and Nick Lee now, more so than they did before. I think you guys are interesting humans, so hopefully everybody else feels the same.